Hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. We're going to do a little live stream show for you here, and all proceeds and benefits are going to one of three organizations. Locally, we have Seattle Foundation's COVID-19 Response Fund, United Way's COVID-19 Response Fund, and globally, we have Doctors Without Borders. If you're judging me, being that it's noon, I'm mentally still in Spain, or it's 8 p.m., so cheers, everybody. Gotta get out of this town. Been feeling that way ever since my feet touched this cursed ground. I made it so I couldn't even stand with the help of this bottle. Stumbled around like a drunken fool, too blind to see that I was just being used like a throwaway tool. And in those hard times there was pain, but I found that a hard lesson learned is wisdom gained. It might be a down on you, or falling on hard times, maybe giving love. Well, I've seen it 1,000 times before. You shouldn't worry, there are such great things in store. How's everything sounding out there, guys? I can't see your comments, but Michelle can, and she'll let me know. All right, so I think we're going to be doing a few different kinds of this one, streaming and such like that, but we're just going to start here in Facebook. I know a lot of people have been asking for Twitch and YouTube, so we'll get to it eventually. But this is just a test run, so thanks again for checking in. That's life. It's what all the people say. You're riding high in April, shot down in May. But I know I'm gonna change it too. When I'm back on top in June. It's life, and as funny as it may seem, some people get their kids stomping on a dream, but I don't let them get me down, 'cause this final word, it keeps me spinning around. A poet, a poem, and a key. I've been up and down and over and out and down on things. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. It's life. Buy it. But if I didn't think it was worth one single try, well, I might just hop on a big bird and fly away. I've been a puppet, a pauper, a pirate, a poet, a pawn, and a key. I've been up and down and over and out and down one thing. Each time I find myself flat on my face, I just pick myself up and get back in the race. It's life. Oh, you know I can't deny it. Many times I thought of quitting, baby, but my heart won't buy it. But if there's nothing shaking here come this July, well, I might just curl up in a little ball and die. That's life, and as funny as it may seem, some people get their kids stomping on a dream, but I don't let them get me down, 'cause this final word, it keeps me spinning around. Well, no, you shouldn't let them get you down, 'cause this final word, it keeps us spinning around. Woo! I have questions here. So yeah, if you guys have questions, my handy dandy assistant Michelle will get them to me. Where do we donate? All right, so you should see in the video, in the explanation up above, it should give my PayPal address and my Venmo. But in case you can't find that, if you're donating through PayPal, you just donate to SeanJamesSoul@gmail.com. And then if you're using Venmo, it's at Sean James Music. I'll be posting links after this is done as well if you can't find it somehow. And this video will stay live for a few days and all that. So there'll be chances for people to donate. Thank you for asking. And where is Peg? Well, come on. Say hi, Peg. All right. I didn't really take requests for this show. I was just going to play a bunch of favorites and stuff that I wanted to hear. But in the future, we will be doing an all-request show and all that. So patience, we'll get there. This is just, again, the first time, so I wanted to take it easy. This song I wrote, I believe, in 2010. I was living in Chicago, back in Chicago for a while. And my little sister was going through a hard time with cancer. And I was, there helping her through all that. But it was still very, very difficult to go through and to watch a little girl go through a life or death situation. So the way that I would deal with it is I'd get a guitar and I'd go to another hospital room, or I'd go outside and I'd kind of drain my emotions that way. Music's always done that for me. It was always been my release, my escape, my therapy, my anger, my joy, everything. So this was no different this time. So it was during that time that I wrote probably one of my favorite songs called Midnight Dove. Midnight dove, what do you want, love? On through clouded skies, there must be a glimpse of hope and sight. Spread your wings and take to flight. Leave the past behind. The dawn will birth a brand new light. So fly on and never look back from where you came. The sky opens up and it's calling out your name. All you got is all you got is all that you need. I found myself amongst the thorns and weeds. Found yourself amongst the beautiful trees. We are not the same. No, we are not the same. No, we are not the same. No, not the same. 'Cause I gotta blow like the wind, blow like the sea, deep down inside of every part of me. My heart's been aching for the freedom to stretch out my wings. Now we're there with my baby, every breath I take. My mind's been worrying about what's at stake, but I just gotta let them go with the wind. Oh, let it all go, let it all go, let it all, let it all go, let it all go, let it all, let it all go. What do you wonder on? It's like a weird show where no one claps at the end. It's kind of nice though. Thank you, Michelle. Thank you. So yeah, if you guys have any questions, any interview questions, or anything you're dying to know, ask Michelle, and she'll give me some note cards, and maybe I'll answer them, maybe I won't. Depends how dumb the questions are. The dumber they are, the more likely I'll answer. So this is a song that I haven't really, I've never recorded, I've never put it out there before. But I was playing it on this last tour. If you guys don't know, I was in the UK for 2.5, 3 weeks or so, and we were in the middle of our tour, and day by day, countries are starting to close off the shows, so we couldn't play there anymore, cancellations. And then right after the sold-out Birmingham gig, which was incredibly fun, we got news that all the rest of the gigs were done. So huge bummer, but I understand, it's for the health of the people. We don't want people congregating, but it's still not fun to have that happen, and there's a lot of artists and other people, bartenders, chefs, all sorts of people out of work right now. So I'm hoping that this helps someone out there that may be having a little cabin fever or something. And then also with the charities, if you have some extra, please give, people. I'm in a pretty good spot. I'm okay. The tour got canceled, but it's just a delay. It's not a loss. So, I wanted to find a way to give back to efforts to bringing this to an end, hopefully sooner rather than later. This next one I'm going to do is by a man named Townes Van Zandt. He's one of my favorites in that outlaw country world because he's very dark and poetic, and he lived kind of a rough life, and it kind of reflects in his music, and I love that. So this is my favorite song by him that a lot of people don't know. This one's called Rake. I used to wake and run with the moon. I lived like a rake and a young man. I covered my lovers with flowers and wounds. My laughter the devil would frighten. My son, she would come and beat me back down. But every cruel day at its nightfall. I'd welcome the stars with wine and guitars, full of fire and forgetful. Well, my body was sharp, the dark air clean, and outrage my joyful companion. And whispering women, how sweet did they seem, kneeling for me to command them. And time was like water, but I was the sea. I wouldn't have noticed it passing, except for the turning of night into day, and the turning of day into cursing. Well, you look at me now, don't think I don't know what all your eyes are seeing. Does he want us to believe these ravings and lies are just tricks that his brain's been a-playing? A lover, the women he can't hardly stand. He trembles, is bent and is broken. I fall and it's true, but I say to you, hold your tongues until after I've spoken. I was taken by pride in the pleasure I'd known. I laughed and said I'll be forgiven, but my laughter turned around, eyes blazing, and said, friend, we're holding a wedding. I buried my face, but it spoke once again. Night to the day we're binding. And now the dark air is like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding. And now the dark air is like fire on my skin, and even the moonlight is blinding. Hear the ghosts in the background? Oh, here we go. Nope. This. Oh, man. What am I drinking? That would be tequila. I haven't been to the store and, drinking up what I have in my cupboards. So there you go. Tequila and Pilsner Urquell from the Czech Republic. All right. When you walk into a meadow, how do you pick where to sit? I'd say first and foremost, probably a spot that's not wet. And then, on a tree stump? I don't know. That's a good question. Unless I'm drunk, then I'll sit wherever. Doesn't matter. More info about your guitar. Yes, this is a Gibson Hummingbird. They hooked me up with this. And fun little fact, it was played by the Beach Boys on their tour in 2015, I think. So, good company. All right, let's see what's next. Yes. Oh, you know, I woke up today and I was checking the dates and all that fun stuff, and I noticed that it is March 22nd, and it might be the day that the record came out last year, although I thought it was the 19th. I don't know. Anyways, it's almost a year since The Dark and the Light's been out, so in honor of that, I'm going to play you one from that record. The flames lick at my feet. Their hearts full of hate. What they don't understand, they condemn. What they can't comprehend must meet its end. But I won't scream, won't give them that satisfaction. I won't confess my false interaction as I breathe deep and prepare for my passing. I hear them chant, burn the wind. I'd stand accused, they're beating liquid Satan. No proof for the false accusation. Tied to the stake, no hope of escape. I stand alone and embrace my fiery fate. But I won't scream, won't give them that satisfaction. I won't confess my false interaction. Now as I breathe deep and prepare for my passing, I hear them chant, burn the witch. No, I won't scream, won't give them that satisfaction. I won't confess my false interaction. Now as I breathe deep and prepare for my passing, I hear them chant, burn the witch, burn the witch, burn the witch, burn the witch, burn the witch. Whew. Too many questions, Michelle. How many every time? All right, let's see. Beer or whiskey? Beer and whiskey. Favorite meal Michelle cooks for you? Is that your question? Trying to find out? You already know this. Uh, I'd say it's twofold. So um, I was raised by my Greek stepfather. So I fell in love with pasticcio, bugatsa, lemon soup, and Michelle learned how to cook all those for my family. So I would say those three definitely, because it's kind of nostalgic for me since I grew up around it. All right, let's go a Mexico tour, Italy, Brazil. All right, all right. I cannot wait. I cannot wait to get back on the road. And right now we're moving forward, hoping that summer we'll be able to tour again. We don't know, but right now summer would be the U.S. dates we're looking at. For now, it's going forward until we hear otherwise. And after that, we have another European tour. And hopefully, again, at that time, all this madness has died down and we'll be allowed to tour again. But if we are, we'll be hitting up a lot of places in Europe, like Italy, Scandinavia, hopefully Russia, and some other places that we didn't get to these past few tours. So we're working on that. As far as Brazil, I know you guys are out there, and I feel the love all the time when I check the comments and I look at the stream statistics on Spotify, and you guys are really supporting, and I appreciate that. We are working on it. I know I've been saying that for a while, but we are. And I'm hoping to maybe get over there in the wintertime, since that's winter here, and I think it's summer over there. That'd kind of be perfect. So fingers crossed. We got to find somebody we trust to book the shows and get it all up and running, but we are working on it diligently. So thank you for your patience and understanding. All right, moving on. What? Michelle's making me answer more questions, so... On the back of this, what are you saying?
No. The last one for sure.
That one?
No.
The last one for sure. Oh! Donations so far. We are up to, is that 480?
Yeah.
Beautiful. Thank you guys so much for doing that. Again, if you want to donate on PayPal, you donate SeanJamesSoul@gmail.com, and on Venmo @SeanJamesMusic. I'm going to let it tally up for a few days after this while the video runs and we talk about it. And then after a few days, I'll add it all up, split it into the 3 different charities, and then tell you guys how much we sent off. So thank you again for helping me help others and spread some kindness in these trying times. Appreciate it. All right. I'm going to take a second to tune here, but while I do that, a lot of people don't know, a lot of people discovered me through these cover videos I did on YouTube for Ain't No Sunshine and That's Life, right? They're some of the most popular covers I've put out there. And a lot of people don't know the story behind how those came to be. It was my first, I think it was my first European tour, wasn't it? Yeah, it was my first European tour solo, and I was in Madrid, Spain for the first time, and it was an amazing show, and it was sold out, I believe, for the first time, and I was just blown away because I didn't expect that whatsoever. And after the gig, I had a day off the next day, so we decided to have a little bit of a party with the folks that put it on, and my buddy Robert, who drove me around. And so we did. I was up to about 6 in the morning, maybe later. And I drunkenly agreed at the bar to do a video recording session in the studio the next day. But I didn't remember agreeing to that or remember that whatsoever. So I go back to my hotel room and I pass out. And I might have gotten 2 hours of sleep in, and I get a phone call at my room. And I'm answering like, hello? And it's Robert. And he's like, where are you? Where are you at? Everyone's here. The video people are here. The studio's ready to go. The engineers are here. Where are you? And I was like, what are you talking about? I don't even know what you're talking about. He's like, what? You don't remember agreeing to do this? And I was like, no. So I rushed out of there. I got my clothes on, and I think I took a cab to the studio, and I got there, and they were like, well, what are you going to do? And I hadn't prepared anything because I didn't think about it. And around that time, I was covering those 2 songs. So I said, you know what? Screw it. Let's do this and knock it out. And awesome. I was hung over. I thought you could see the paleness in my face. I was sweating, cold sweats. I did not feel good. And we did the song, and it turned out great, but I was dreading the day when I saw what came back to me. So the videos came back in about a month later, and I was like, man, this is actually pretty good. And you can't even tell I'm not hungover. So I don't know what the moral to that story is, but sometimes you do better under pressure, I guess. Cheers, everybody.
Ain't no sunshine when she's going. It's not warm when she's away. Ain't no sunshine when she's going. She's always going too long. Anytime she goes away, wonder this time where she's going. I wonder if she's gonna stay. Ain't no sunshine when she's going. This house, it ain't alone. Anytime she goes away, I know, 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 I know. Hey, young lady, young thing alone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Ain't no sunshine when she's gone. Only darkness every day. Ain't no sunshine when she's going. This house, it ain't low. Anytime she goes away,
I love me some Bill Withers. I'm from Chicago, so I grew up on a lot of soul music and stuff and gospel, and he was definitely one of the artists I love. All right, well, going back into the dark and the light, since it's the anniversary.
oh, my head been aching since the day that I first laid eyes upon you. I knew you were the one. Since that day, I've never been the same. No one ever could turn me away. Our love had just begun. Oh, we let you feel love yours to me. Oh, I so blind. Snake bit you were going. Oh, and I will follow you down, even through the gates of hell. I will save your soul. I will make you whole. I will not back down. I will shatter death's crown. I will bring you back to life. I will bring you back to life. That sin back ghosts and souls, I made it to the underworld. My fire grew in heat. My legs tasked a three-headed monster, and I made it fast. I stood before the God of death. Oh, and I will follow you down, even through the gates of hell. I will save your soul. I will make you whole. I will not back down. I will shatter death's crown. I will bring you back to life. I will bring you back to life. Oh, and I will follow you down, even through the gates of hell. I will save your soul. I will make you whole. I will not back down. I will shatter death's crown. I will bring you back to life.
Oh, yes. Also, I just realized I had my guitar line off during that. Live and learn. All right. Do you give names to your guitars? Yes, I do. That's it. You didn't ask what name, so kidding. Yeah, I've got a few names. You know, I have to have them for a while, I think, before I come up with them. So my resonator body guitar, the copper one that you see a lot of the blues stuff I play on, his name is Typhos, after Greek and Roman mythology. He was like a spirit of storm, and that tone and the way I use it with the overdrive just kind of reminded me of that. And then my other semi-hollow body is named Orpheus, from the myth of Orpheus and Eurydice. And then my other acoustic guitar that I wrote most of the songs on before I got this beauty is named Eurydice, you know, opposite of Orpheus. There's a few others, but I can't recall off the top of my head right now, so we'll get to that later. Oh, Michelle's making me answer more questions. I'm gonna put a camera over here just to say when you drink, we drink. Oh, okay. Well, kids out there, get your apple juice ready. Here we go. Cheers to everybody who had some shows canceled on them. I promise you we're going to be working to make them up, and we will be back as soon as we can tour. Thanks again for tuning in. Michelle wants me to answer more questions.
Just read the last one. It's not a question. It's on the song or something.
can you say something in Spanish? Is that what you want me to? Is that what you?
Well, yeah, but no, that's not what I'm trying to tell you.
I can, but I don't want to say it on here. Oh, thank you, Michelle. Appreciate it. Yeah, good info. Gracias. One of my best friends in the world wrote this song when he was younger. He was stationed in the Middle East with the army when he was just 18 years old, you know, and I can't imagine what it's like to go to war, let alone at that age. So it kind of blew my mind hearing the tales that he had to tell and everything. Essentially, he was over there for a couple tours and had to see some of the worst things imaginable because of war. And while he was on the base over there waiting to come back home to the States, he wrote this song while reflecting on everything that had happened to him. So this next one goes out to my brother Baker, who wrote it, in Scotland. It was his birthday yesterday, so happy birthday, Baker. And it also goes out to any veterans right now that are tuned in. This one's for y'all. This one's called Eating Like Kings.
Well, I've let the sun set me 165 times with murder running deep in my heart. And when I didn't directly pull the trigger, I sure as hell played my own part. But you know that it's a snake eat snake world. We slither and serpentine through. Yeah, we all took a bite, and 6,000 years later, this apple's getting harder to chew. Yeah, tonight, boys, we're eating like kings. 'Cause we all tasted death too much, it seems. Yeah, tonight, boys, we're eating like kings. Well, it's been a few years and a couple hundred sunsets since I fired a rifle in range. A dozen leather couches in substance-filled pouches. Still I can't fully turn the page. But you know that it's a snake eat snake world. We slither and serpentine through. Yeah, we all took a bite, and like keys. 'Cause we all tasted death, too much it seems. Yeah, the light boys were eating like kings.
All right. You got more questions, Michelle? Or are we good? Are you doing any songwriting during quarantine? Absolutely. I'm trying to make the most of it. So we've got this live stream set up. And bear with me, I know the quality isn't the greatest, but my goal is to set this up, try it out, and then as we go, upgrade little elements of it and get better and better. So we'll get there. But yeah, I am writing. I've got another album that I'd like to have done by the fall. And I've got a few ideas and stuff, so I'm going to take this time to work on them and flesh them out and do some more stuff, spend time with my lovely wife and dog, and play video games, watch movies, read books, everything that I normally do anyways. All right. Yeah. Not answering that last question. What do we got next? So I did see someone request this one, and I'm gonna play it. It's called The Wild One, from an EP I put out called The Wolf. A lot of people don't know, but the Wolf EP was written simultaneously during the time of Shadows, but it had such a different storytelling element to it, and it was a concept EP, so I decided it needed to be on its own, and so that's where I started that. So this one, I think I wrote this song right around the time Midnight Dove was, so probably about 2010. So yeah.
He was raised by rules in a distant land. The fire inside begot the animal within. Well, it grew up mean, and it grew so strong. His only weakness was that he did not belong. And only the moon calms his soul, while all of his shadows watch below. Well, there came a day when he felt unrest, and so he left alone the pack that he loved best. He went on through the world trying to find where he'd I'll spend the rest of my days wandering till I've gone. And only that moon calms his soul, while all of his shadows dance below. And only the moon calms his soul.
That one's one of my favorites. Thanks for requesting it. Again, we are taking donations and tips, not for myself, but we are donating them to one of 3 charities that are helping people in these times of need. One of them locally, since I'm living in Seattle now, is Seattle Foundation's COVID-19 Response Fund. The second one is United Way's COVID-19 Response Fund, which is a national. And then the global one, helping out around the world, is Doctors Without Borders. So thank you guys again for helping in any way you can with donations and all that. If you want to donate, you can go to PayPal and send your donation to SeanJamesSoul@gmail.com. Or if you're using Venmo, you can send it to @SeanJamesMusic. Thanks again. And we are up to $776 raised so far. So thank you guys again. Really, every little bit helps. So thank you. It's really appreciated.
On a cobweb afternoon in a room full of emptiness by a freeway, I confess I was lost in the pages of a book full of death, reading loud. Die alone and live for good, or lay to rest anywhere we want to go. In your house alone to be, oh my. On my deathbed, I pray to the gods and the angels, to the pagans, or anyone who will take me to heaven, to a place I recall I was there so long ago. The sky was blue, no until my death. I will hold your house alone to me. Row by row, patiently I'll wait for you there. Like a stone, I'll wait for you there.
I've been waiting to do that song for a while now. I don't know. I felt like it was appropriate to give it time and to let it sit and to pay my respects at a later time rather than right after the death, because it felt like you were trying to, I don't know, milk it. Just didn't feel right to me. So I'm really, really happy with that one. And we were playing it live on this tour as well. And we'll continue to once it kicks back up. So yeah, that one, if you didn't know, was by a man named Chris Cornell through his band Audio Slave. All right. What time we at with this thing? About an hour. Well, I think we might do that for today. I'm going to do one more for y'all. So bear with me. And then maybe we'll take a request or two. We'll see. But this has been fun. So thank you guys for tuning in. And we'll do it again soon. I don't know when. Probably within a week or so. So we'll get it. What movies should I watch? You guys have any recommendations for movies or shows out right now that I have all this downtime outside of playing? Put them in the suggestions there. One of my favorite films that came out a long time ago is a movie by Darren Aronofsky called The Fountain. It's one of the most visually epic movies and also emotionally just grips at the heartstrings. So if you guys don't know the movie The Fountain, you should go look it up and check it out. It's one of my favorites. So this is going to be the last one I'm going to do for you. Maybe I'll do another after this. We'll see. But this is a song that I wrote in probably 2012 once I left Illinois again and moved to Arkansas. I got a call from my little sister, and she was really upset about being discriminated against at this place she was going to. It was a church and a church school. And, you know, I had a similar experience being raised and feeling like an outcast and not really accepted. So I kind of, I really heard what she was saying, and I gave her some suggestions on how to get over it. And when I got off the phone, I was just really upset. My blood was boiling, and I was so mad that she was having to go through the same BS 12 years later that I went through. And so I got off the phone, and I picked up a guitar, and I wrote this song as a big old fuck you to any individual, any organization, group of people, or religion that puts themselves up on a pedestal and looks down on other people, saying that they can't be up where they are for some reason or another. I think that's a load of bullshit. It doesn't belong anywhere in the world today. So because of those feelings, I wrote one of the most saddest and depressing songs I've ever written. And I tend to like those songs, you know, not because they make me sad, but because I feel like they're very heavy emotional tunes, and I feel like I can get a lot out through them. So I kind of gravitate towards them. But never did I ever think that that song would end up being the most popular song I ever wrote. Thanks to a video game company and Neil Druckmann, the creative director for Naughty Dog and The Last of Us, they featured this song in their trailer for The Last of Us 2, and it blew up right afterwards. And yeah, I can't thank them enough for including me in such a beautifully and storytelling, gripping game. Maybe I'll replay that in this downtime while waiting for the second one. All right, thanks guys again for tuning in. This one's called Through the Valley.
I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I feel no evil because I'm blind to it all. And my mind and my gun, they comfort me, because I know I'll kill my enemies when they come. Surely goodness and mercy will follow me all the days of my life, and I will dwell on this earth forevermore. Said I walk beside the still waters and lay, restore my soul, but I can't walk on the path of the light, 'cause I'm wrong. Well, I came upon a man at the top of a hill. He called himself the savior of the human race. Said he come to save the world from destruction and pain. I said I'll kill you and save the world from itself. Cause I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, and I feel no evil, 'cause I'm blind. And I walk beside the still waters and leave, restore my soul, but I know when I die my soul is dead. Now I know when I die my soul is dead. I said I know when I die, my soul is dead.
Thanks again, guys. It's been a blast. Let's get these last rounds of questions and we'll see. Ooh, what video games do I play? Well, all sorts. But obviously The Last of Us. God of War. The ones I've been playing recently is we got a Switch, Nintendo Switch, so Super Mario World or something. And the Goose Game. If you guys haven't played the Goose Game, you're just a mischievous asshole of a goose who goes around messing with an entire town, village, whatever you want to call it, and that is a lot of fun. Also everything, first-person shooters, Call of Duty, everything. So if you have any good suggestions of games right now I should be playing, throw those in the comments as well. Cheers. Let's see. My mom wants me to blow her a kiss. You really wrote this down, Michelle. All right, Mom. How did Through the Valley get selected for The Last of Us? You'd really have to talk to Neil about that to find out exactly. But from my understanding, he was looking online for a cover of, or something similar to Johnny Cash's God's Gonna Cut You Down. And I think a cover I did at a house show years before came up, and he liked my voice and he liked the way I sang it. So he looked up the rest of my library and listened to Shadows, which Through the Valley was on, and related to it. And I believe that's kind of, in a nutshell, how it happened, to be honest. So there you go. But again, get it from him, not from me. That's just what I've heard. And we are up to $1,058 donated right now. Thank you guys again. I'll be running this video. It'll stay on here on Facebook, so you guys can share it and listen to it over and over if you like, or whatever. I won't be, because I don't really like listening to myself, but other people do. And we'll be doing another one either on YouTube or Twitch or some other live stream to balance it out sometime next week, probably. Working out some of these kinks with the recording and getting some better quality stuff in here. Let's see. Requests. All right. I'll do 2 more songs, right? 1 cover and 1 original. One request is for a song we did at a wolf sanctuary. It's actually, I think, the second video that went viral for us, kind of, branching us out to other people. And we were on tour in Colorado, and we got invited to this wolf sanctuary, so we went. And we decided to play a song for them, and essentially, shortening the story up, we got in the enclosure with the wolves, and halfway through the song, this big wolf that we were with, Rajan, who I think weighed 180 pounds, he was massive, started howling, and all the wolves in this kind of valley of this mountain range where we were at started howling, and it was one of the most epic moments of my life. It's about 30 or 40 wolves howling with us along this song. So if you guys haven't seen that video, you can go to YouTube and type in American Hearts, Sean James. It is a cover song, some people may not know, by an incredible artist by the name of A.A. Bondi. He put out a bunch of records back in the day and just put out something new recently, I believe, that really inspired me. And I think you guys should check him out in your downtime. A.A. Bondi. My favorite record he does is the one that has American Hearts on it. But he's got plenty of others that are incredible as well. So yeah. I haven't played this song in a minute, so it's your fault if I mess up. We were raised
about wars, and we are still wild, and we are when the trouble winds blow. And in the TV's blue light, oh, assassins will lie if we just go down slow. So don't tread on me, for I am your brother. I was born with an American heart. And don't tread on her, for she is your sister. She was born with an American heart. But all the people you meet down in the streets may be good, but they don't wanna know. So they cover their eyes for who wants to be sad. Life is sweet on the bottom of the sea. So don't tread on me, for I am your brother. I was born with an American heart. And don't tread on her, for she is your sister. She was born with an American heart. But all the mothers will cry, fathers stay up all night with a chill that goes to the bone. And if your God makes war, then he's no God I know. For Christ would not send boys to die. So don't tread on me, for I am your brother. I was born with an American heart. And don't tread on her, for she is your sister. She was born with an American heart. But don't you get low as hell when the peace love is filled by a man with the blackest of minds. And above the dead, let the sign begin as we're bound for the longest of days. So don't tread on me, for I am your brother. I was born with an American heart. And don't tread on her, for she is your sister. She was born with an American heart.
All right, last round. Here we go. What artist inspired you growing up? Well, a lot of people don't know this, but growing up, I wasn't allowed to listen to secular music until I got old enough to sneak it by my parents, you know. But I grew up on a lot of gospel music, and I think, you know, gospel music is directly correlated to blues, so that's kind of where I got the soul from. And how I'm able to do what I do, I think. So a lot of gospel music that was sang in churches and like with a lot of passion and emotion and people bringing their issues to the church that they had, and kind of draining them that way, which was really the biggest influence I had, was seeing the emotional impact that music could have and learning how to harness that and make other people feel emotions that I want them to through songwriting, you know? So, but the artists specifically, definitely Son House, Robert Johnson, Aretha Franklin, Nina Simone, and then you get soul artists too, like Bill Withers, Otis Redding. There's so many, the list could go on and on and on. And as I got older, then I got exposed to more and more different genres. Another favorite of mine growing up was Pavarotti in the opera world, because he just was incredible and had such a power and emotion and control over his voice that I had never seen before. So, you know, the mixture of the blues, the gospel, and the technical ability of opera is really where you get my core of where I started from. And then as I got into high school, I got into metal and rock and roll and stuff, and combined that with it, and there I am, I think. So, you know, who really knows the formula, but that's what inspired me. How am I handling all of this? I'm doing just fine, you know, one day at a time. To be honest, when I'm home off the road, I tend to be a bit of an introvert anyways, so my daily routine and schedule isn't that much affected. But, you know, I try to not think of the worst, hope for the best while being prepared for the worst, and not panic and freak out. You know, the older I get, the more I'm trying to have more faith in humanity and in the goodness of people rather than the negative, even though it's out there. So I'm handling it fine, you know, and I think everyone out there, there's no answers right now, you know, and there's no way, no concrete evidence of how long this is going to last or what it's going to take to defeat it. Well, there are some things, obviously, but, you know, it's a lot of unknown, and, you know, I kind of thrive on the unknown and not knowing. So, you know, just take it one day at a time, make the best that you can, help people where you can, be kind, and do your part in making sure that this stuff doesn't spread any further. But it's going to be okay. Trust me. We're going to get through it. It's all good. All right. Next request. Oh, man. I knew someone was going to ask for that one. All right, I'll do 2 more songs. This is how it always goes, doesn't it? I'm actually having more fun with this than I thought. You know, sometimes with live shows, there's not that I feel the pressure, but there can be a little bit of pressure, and I'm in my basement right now in my practice room, so this is kind of fun. Just don't get to worry about stuff until I say something that I shouldn't, but screw it. This one goes out to all my Chicago brethren, sisters, and family.
I come from a land where the winters are long and cold, where the ice grows over the lake and the strong winds blow, where old men are tough and tell tales of old. I saw back for a hard day's work, used to feed their souls. Chicago, I never knew I'd miss you till I left and came back. Chicago, I never knew how much I'd miss you till I left and came back. My father was a steel working man with an old style in his hand. He used to stomp across these lands. We buried him here between Roosevelt and 110. I still visit his grave every now and then. Chicago, I'd miss you till I left and came back. Chicago, I never knew how much I'd miss you till I left and came back. I used to lay my head where kings and stones held ground. The warring in these streets, it still makes an awful sound. Innocence wouldn't spill their rounds. Bullets broke the windows as our bodies hit the ground. Chicago, I never knew I'd miss you till I left and came back. Chicago, I never knew how much I'd miss you till I left and came back. It took a while to understand these facts that made me who I am and gave me insight to react. Now I stand proud in being from this land, and maybe you can learn from my experience firsthand. Chicago, I never knew I'd miss you till I left and came back. Chicago, I never knew how much I'd miss you till I left and came back. Chicago, 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 Chicago.
All right, we're gonna do one more, but I'm gonna make a request of you guys since you guys made a few for me. If y'all can, and even if all you can donate is 50 cents, $1, whatever, it doesn't matter. If you can, let's pull together and try to donate for those who are really, really, really bad off and in a time of need right now. Again, we'll be splitting all the donations between 3 charities, which you can see up above in the written explanation of this live stream. And right now we are up to almost $1,200. So thank you guys so much. Any little bit helps, and we do appreciate it. We'll be doing more of these in the weeks to come. And again, sorry that I had to cancel the tour. We never really wanted to, but you know, we had to do what was best for worldwide human interests and health. So I'm going to do one more song for y'all. I also haven't played this one in a while, so if I mess it up, it's Michelle's fault because she requested it. This one I didn't know about. I was on the road years ago, and it was when Michelle didn't travel with me and tour with me. And, you know, I was missing her, and she was missing me, and she sent me this song that I'd never heard before. I don't know how far back it goes, but the version I heard was by Jean Ritchie, so I always credit her with it. And it was this beautiful, beautiful ballad called One I Love. So thanks again, everybody. My name's Sean James. Thank you for the support. We'll be doing this again soon. And tell everybody it's going to be online for a while. So if you happen to miss this one, you can still rewatch it anytime. Love you guys. Thanks again.
my friends fell out with me, because I kept your company. But let them say whatever they will, I love my love with a free goodwill. One I love, two she loves, three she's true to me. They tell me I'm poor, they tell me I'm young. I tell them all to hold their tongues. If they could part the sand from the sea, they never could part my love from me. One I love, two she loves, three she's true to me. Over the mountain I must go, because my fortune is too low. With an aching heart and a troubled mind, for leaving my one true love behind. One I love, two she loves, three she's true to me. It's when I'm awake I find no rest, until my head lies on her chest. And when I'm asleep I'm dreaming of my one, my dear, my absent love. One I love, two she loves, three she's true to me. And when the fire to ice will run, and when the tide no longer turns, and when the rocks melt with the sun, my love for you will have just begun. One I love, two she loves, three she's true to me.
Thank you guys again so much. Till next time, my friends. Take care of each other out there. Thank you.